Dragon Feared. Ever Witch. By Bladegrave.
Chapter 1. Everest. My alarm went off at 6, and my arm flailed out from under the covers, searching for it, to shut the thing off before I chucked it against the wall. The incessant beeping was enough to make me grind my teeth in annoyance before I finally smacked the top of the old clock, and it gave one final beep in protest before going silent. I wanted to stay tucked beneath the blankets and keep pretending the world didn't exist, but that would be too easy. And my life lately was not easy. I sat up, stretching my arms over my head, and rubbed my face. I climbed out of my bed, out of my mother's bed. Mom had been missing for about 3 months, not that it was unusual. Frankly, I preferred it when she wasn't around. It meant I got my own bed. But 3 months was pretty excessive. Usually she was only gone a few weeks at a time, gone on some binge or other. We had it out a while back. I didn't care what she did to her life anymore, as long as she didn't bring it back home to me and my kid brother. The fight had gotten so bad the cops showed up, but we were both well trained at knowing when to play nice for the public. She didn't want to wind up in jail, and I didn't want a social worker coming to take me or my brother away. That story would only end badly. My feet hit the ground, and I felt the late hours I had worked the night before pressing down on my shoulders. It was necessary, though. I had picked up an extra shift last night at the museum, which was fine at the time, but my body groaned and protested with each move as I forced myself to a standing position, and I started to regret it. Nothing like working 12 hours, coming home to help your little brother with his homework, getting in bed close to 1, and then waking up before the sun to get ready to do it all over again. I dragged my feet to the hall bathroom of our tiny 2-bedroom apartment. The place looked tidier than it ever had, now that Mom had been gone long enough for me to have an opportunity to straighten up. It had gone from an episode of hoarders to somewhat livable conditions. I could see the floor in every room now, and the bathroom was sparkling clean, something it hadn't been in forever. I was still finding evidence of her alcoholism in cabinets, behind the toilets, in the toilet tanks, inside a few of the wall vents, and most creatively yet, a stash of mini bottles taped to the underside of the kitchen drawers. Each time I drained them and dumped them. There had to be hundreds of dollars worth of booze I'd dumped down the drain so far. I never let Mason see my brother, but he wasn't a stupid kid. He knew Mom was a drunk. 2 days ago, I'd nearly lost it completely, realizing the stash of money I had been saving.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?